Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Ramadan special course day 2. If you didn't watch day 1 video, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. Let's start our ayah today. Today we are going to have ayah number 2 in Surat Al-Ikhlas. Let's hear it.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahus Samad.
Let's hear it again.
Allahus Samad.
One more time.
Allahus Samad.
So let's go to the tajweed rules. In here, as we said yesterday, we have this letter which we call it Hamzat al-Wasl. Yes, correct. And for this Hamza, we only read it when we start with it. So in here, this Hamzat al-Wasl, we are going to skip it. Are we going to skip this one also? Perfect. We are not going to skip it. We are going to read it, because it's at the beginning of the ayah or at the beginning of the sentence that we are going to say. In here, what do you think in the word Allah? It will be a heavy lam or a light lam? Yesterday we said that the word Allah belongs to the previous letter if it has a fatha or dhamma, so it will be a heavy Allah. And if we have a kasra, so it will be a light lam. Illa. In here, do we have a fatha, dhamma, or kasra, or not? So if we don't have anything, the word Allah is the first word. So we have the two options. We can make it as a heavy, we can make it as a light, but it's recommended to be a heavy lam. Allah. So the Shaykh in here said Allahu Samad, not Illah. We can say Illah, but it's recommended to be a heavy lam. Allah. For the second word, we have a lam shamsiya or a sun lam, which means that if you have a hamzat al-wasl and then lam, then the word will start with a vowel, fatha, dhamma or kasra, or it starts with a shadda. If the word starts with fatha, dhamma or kasra, which means a vowel, the lam will have a sukoon, and this we will call it moon lam or lam qamariya. And if the next letter has a shadda, so it will be a sun lam, a lam shamsiya, that we don't read. In here, it's a lam shamsiya, so we don't read it. So we are going to go from the ha to the sad. The same thing as ahad yesterday. We have a dal in here in as-samad that we are going to stop with a sukoon instead of the dhamma. So it will be Allahu Samad with a qalqala, because we stop on the dal with a sukoon. So let's go to the meaning. As we said yesterday, Surat Al-Ikhlas, we call it Al-Ikhlas because in this surah we only talked about one subject, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we still describing who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yesterday we said, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. And today we have Allahu Samad. So what is the meaning of As-Samad? As-Samad means the eternal refuge, which means that if you need something, you go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anything that you want, you go to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which means that He don't need any help from anyone, but all of us need Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All of us, all of the time, we asking Allah, may Allah help me success in my exams. May Allah give me this, may Allah give me that. All of the time we need Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but we didn't find a day or some time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala need us. So, As-Samad means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't need any help from others, from anything, from anyone, but all of us need help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All of us, always, all of the time, needs any help, needs a help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Other meaning to the word as-samad, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't need to eat or drink something. So you can say in here that the word as-samad, it means that all of the negative characteristics, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cannot have it. Any need from anything else or anyone else, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't need it. So how can we apply Allahu Samad in our lives? Sharing an ideas about how can we apply the ayahs in our lives is something benefit for all of us. So tell me in the comments, what do you think? How can we apply the word Allahu Samad in our lives? Believing in that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is as-Samad is something that we do it in all of our lives. Let's say that you work in a company. In this company, You don't do all of the work by yourself. You do a part of it, your colleague do another part, another one do another part, and so on, which means that you cannot do all of the things by yourself. Let's say that you don't work, you're just a student. You need a teacher. If you want to travel, you will get a bus or getting in a plane. For both of them, you need a driver. If you are hungry, you go to the restaurant. You need help from restaurant. Every action in our lives, we need others with different ways, but we need that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create the world without any help from anyone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hears to our dua and responds to whomever He wants subhanahu wa ta'ala without any help from anyone. Believing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is as-samad means that we believe that we are not the same as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All of the creations that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create in this world, they are different. All of them need help. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one who don't want any help from anyone or anything. This was our second day special course class. See you inshallah next class with a new ayah. Assalamu alaikum.